Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Coding Guru, and in today's video I will be talking about one of the important C++ interview concept, that is diamond problem in C++. This is one of the frequently asked question in many of the C++ interviews. So today we'll see what is this. Okay. So as we know, C++ is the object oriented programming language, and C++ is one of the flexible and most powerful languages. When I say it's a flexible and powerful languages, it is also having some of the complexities, and one such complexity in C++ is this diamond problem. Okay, so before I talk about this diamond problem occurs in one of the OOPS concept, that is inheritance. Okay, so we know what is this inheritance. Inheritance in the sense there will be a base class and there will be a child class. This child class will inherit the methods and attributes of this base class. Okay, so there are different types of inheritance. One is single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. So this diamond problem particularly occurs in multiple inheritance. Okay, so as you can see in this image or this diagram, so we can see there is one base class. Okay, so this base class is getting, it is having two child classes, that is parent 1 and parent 2. So this parent 1 and parent 2 is getting inherited from this base class. Okay, so all the functions and attributes of this base classes this parent 1 and parent 2 is having. Okay, so there is one more child class. So this child class is inherited from both parent 1 as well as this parent 2. So this is multiple inheritance, as this child class will inherit the features and methods of both the base classes, that is these two. Okay, so now how diamond problem occurs here? So now let me consider there is one function that is called void func, which is present in this build class. Okay, so this parent 1 and parent 2 also inherits that method void func, which is getting inherited to these two classes. Now this child class also will have that function of this base class. Okay, so now how exactly this diamond problem occurs? So let me show that in code itself. So here I have declared a base class which is having a function called void func. So here I have just printed base class. Okay, so this is my class parent 1 and parent 2. Both these classes are getting inherited from this base class. Okay, so now here I have written one more class child, which is getting inherited from both this parent 1 and parent 2. Okay, so now I have declared an object of class child. So this object will call this function which is of base class. So now how exactly diamond problem will occur? So before that, let me remove this virtual. Okay, I will explain why I have added a virtual function over here, virtual keyword over here. So now let me save this. Let me I guess we are having build and run. So now you can see there is one error, right? Error request for member function is ambiguous, void base void function, so no candidates are. So this is what the error we are getting. So why we are getting this error? So let me explain. So now this function is getting inherited to this as well as this. When child calls this function, compiler gets confused, like of which class should I call this function, means both the classes are having this function. So when this child calls this function, it gets confused, compiler gets confused, like should I call the function of this parent 1 or this parent 2. So that is where this diamond problem occurs. So this is what diamond problem is. So how to solve this? Simple, we have to add this function or keyword, virtual keyword. Okay, so now let me save this, let me run this. See, issue got solved. Now base class is getting printed. Now we have solved this diamond problem in C++. Okay, so now let me explain how exactly we solve this diamond problem in C++ by just adding this virtual keyword. How? So now what happens is I have added virtual here, virtual here. So when this child class calls this function, so what exactly the compiler do is it will either take the function method of this class or this class. it won't get confused like whether I have to take this class function or this class. No, it will simply take function of any one of this class. So that is how this diamond problem gets solved. Okay, so this simple is this concept. Okay, so thank you all for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel. Okay, so